Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything I got for my two kids' stockings as well as our Christmas Eve box. All right, if you're new here, hi, I'm Claire. Welcome. Come on in, make yourselves comfortable. It's Christmas time. Now, if you are searching more for a video that has like the big things, the things that are gonna be under the tree, I actually did that video last week. So if you wanna see what I got my 5 and 7-year-old for Christmas, I will leave a link to that video down below. Today we are exclusively doing stockings and the Christmas Eve box. Now, if you've never heard of a Christmas Eve box, this is a tradition I started when my kids were babies, and I made this box. I'll show it to you. And I did a video on how I made the box. It's very old and very cringy, I will warn you, but I will link it down below if you want to see how I made our box. This is a tradition I started because I really wanted to spread out some of the gift giving and the excitement of Christmas, and they get the Christmas Eve box on Christmas Eve morning. So it kind of starts all the festivities of the next 2 days out with some fun little things. Let's get right into this. So the Christmas Eve box is usually stuff for them to do on Christmas Eve. Stuff to sort of get them all warmed up. So the first thing, we have some winter gear. On Christmas Eve, we go over to my parents' house, and the boys always like to have something to show everyone and something to wear. So in the past, I've gotten like Pokemon hats, and there's always like some sort of winter wear in here because practical gifts are still important, guys. And this year I found Sonic hats. They are from Target, and they were like $5. They were not expensive. There was a cartwheel for the winter wear that day, but I know they'll be excited about that. I also got them some little treats. We don't go over the top on sweets with the Christmas Eve box, just because if they eat loads of sweets before we get to the party times at my parents' house, then we have tummy aches and all that stuff. But I did find these chocolate animal crackers, which I know they'll like, and I love that they're in these nice little boxes. They fit nicely in here. And these were from Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree is a great place to get little snacks and little stocking stuffers, edible ones if you are, looking for things like that. I got them each one of these. Next, I got each of them a book. I always get each boy a book every single year. And this year we got Fly Guy books. They have quite the collection of Fly Guy books, and they both use them. They're both in the phase where Fly Guy is still exciting. These are great series, and there's loads of different ones. So if you're looking for some sort of maybe collection of books for kids, my 5-year-old loves them, my 7-year-old can read them, so it's really perfect, and they are such fun. For boys and girls and kids of all genders, these are great books, the Fly Guy books. I will link these down below if you want to see more of the Fly Guy books. Next, I found these funny little goofy teeth. They're literally called Goofy Teeth. I got these at Five Below. My kids, they love all things pranks right now. They are like into trying to prank each other, and usually it's very harmless, silly little things. And I thought, okay, if we roll up on Christmas Day and the boys roll up with their goofy teeth, they are going to think they are so funny, and the family will, give them all sorts of like, oh, you're so funny kind of attention, and they're gonna love it. So the jokesters that they are, I know they will love some fake goofy teeth. Next in the Christmas Eve box, I also got them these Christmas ornaments. I always get them an ornament every single year, and I like to do it on Christmas Eve because then they can hang it on the tree and it's there on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and stuff. And then it gets packed away and we get it out the next year, but they are starting to really get a large collection of their own ornaments, which is very exciting every year. They each have their own little box that they look forward to getting them out and hanging them on the tree. So I picked these up at World Market. I did include these in a World Market gift haul that I did. If you want to see that, I will link it down below. They were 2 for $6, so a really good deal. I always like to get them something to wear in their Christmas Eve box. Not like a full outfit, but at least something they can wear to the Christmas Eve day dinner. And it's always matching because like I can't really get them into matching stuff too often, and this time of year is a time that I can really do it. So I usually get them each like a sweater, a hoodie, a sweatshirt, something warm weather related, something that they can use for the rest of the season. And this year I got them these great fleeces. I love this pattern. I thought it was so cute. I picked these up on the clearance rack at Meijer at the end of last season. They were $15 a piece, but they were like, take an extra 75% off of all clearance on this day, and that's why I grabbed them. And I love that they are also in sizes now where they're like in the same section of the store, so it was really easy to get 2 of them. So they will probably wear these on like the Christmas Eve day all day, and of course they'll get tons of use out of them like, you know, throughout the year. So we always like to do that, something wearable, lots of sensible sort of gifts, you know, like a book, a hat, a hoodie, you know, these are things that are like things that they'll really use, not just fun things, but they will be excited to open them for sure. And the last thing that we always put in the Christmas Eve box is a pair of pajamas. I know that's like a classic gift for a lot of families. I never do Christmas themed pajamas because I do give it to them on Christmas Eve. So I don't want them to only be able to wear it for like that one night. So I do a non-Christmas pajama, and these, you guys, I found them at Walmart at the end of last season. I've had these all year waiting for this. They were clearanced out to $9 a pair, which is a good deal, especially for like a licensed item. So we got little baby Yoda jammies for both of them. When I was a kid, I always got a book and pajamas on Christmas Eve, and it was always so exciting to, you know, after we got back from church, I would always put my new jammies on and I would read my new book, and it was something I really looked forward to as a kid. So this is something I definitely want to give my kids, you know, as like a solid memory of a good Christmas tradition. And obviously the other pair, they look the same. I got two pairs of the same thing. So that is the whole Christmas Eve box. Just enough excitement, you know. And I do have some little tasty treats I'm gonna put in there too, but I'm gonna split them between the Christmas Eve box and the stockings, and I'll show you all of the sweet treats I got after I show you the stocking stuff. All right, moving on to stockings. Now, I'm not a person that puts hundreds of dollars worth of stuff in a stocking. And if that's your vibe, like, that's fine, that's whatever. These are basically just little fun things that I think that they will enjoy, a lot of sweet treats and stuff like that. So I'm not really into like filling real serious gifts in the stocking. These are just easygoing like toys. And honestly, the first thing I'm gonna show you is not that fun at all. It's a toothbrush. This is a great time of year to get new toothbrushes. And these are fun. They're spin brushes, which my kids don't have. They don't have like a powered toothbrush right now. So I think they'll be excited, especially because I got a Mario and I got a Yoshi. So definitely in the realm of things my kids are interested in. And you know, it's like one of those gifts that's like not that exciting, but they need them. So you might as well put them in the stocking, right? Toothbrushes. All right, next, I picked up these little robot toys. I got these at Meijer on the clearance rack. They were like on clearance for $1. They're remodeling my Meijer right now. So they just put a bunch of stuff on clearance to just get rid of it. These are Treasure X robots, gold. Will you find real gold dipped treasure? Remove the rust, build your robot. 16 mini robots to collect. I think a good idea for stockings are any of those like little figures that are like a mystery figure where you like open it and find out what it is. And they make those for literally anything your child could be interested in. You could get a Blippi one, you could get an LOL Dolls one, you could get a Monster Truck one, like any of those like mystery boxes are like, or like little, I guess they're in bags sometimes too. Kids love a good mystery. And so I thought, okay, let's see what robots they get. Next, I got each kid some of this Play-Doh foam. When I was a kid, it was called Floam, and you could like buy it, like I remember the commercials. I feel like you bought it from the TV, but maybe not. I do remember the Floam commercials, 90s baby all the way. However, nowadays, Play-Doh makes one, it's just called Play-Doh foam, and it's scented. This one is ice cream scented, and this one is lemon scented. I think that's pretty fun. You know, my kids love a slime moment, and I thought this is kind of slimy, but in a kind of different way. And a great price point for a stocking. Any type of like little pot of slime or a little container of Play-Doh, it's the perfect size and the perfect price to like throw in a stocking. All right, next, this kind of is from the same section of Five Below as those funny teeth were. And it's a fart whistle. You blow in it and it makes a fart sound. Will I regret this? Maybe I will. I don't know. My kids, they love potty humor. They are like so deep into loving anything that has to do with farts and toilets and all of that stuff. And you know, should I lean into that? Maybe not. However, they are going to love these. They are going to love making fart noises all day. And they were only $1.50 a piece. And I know this will bring so much joy to my children. Worth it. Worth $1.50. Fart whistles. Okay, next, I got each child a little lightsaber, and these are not Star Wars licensed lightsabers. Oh no, these are Five Below fake lightsabers, and the sounds they make are like sword sounds, like metal hitting each other. but it was only $5, which is a great deal, and especially for a plasticky sortie type thing, they're pretty hard on those things. It will probably get broken not, you know, in that much time. So we're gonna save like a real lightsaber for when they're much older. I mean, I think my husband would probably even like a more legit lightsaber as a gift because that's the kind of family we are. Next, I picked them up some keychains. This was kind of an afterthought because we went to Five Below for a box to pick out, my oldest, to pick out a gift for his little brother. And he saw these keychains and he was like, I want one so bad. So I went right back there and got them. They are Among Us keychains. And Fox really wanted an orange Among Us keychain, so I went right back there and I got them for their stockings. They were like $4.50 a piece, which is like a terrible deal for a little piece of plastic. But they will put these on their backpacks. They will love them. Yeah, so I couldn't say no because I know how much joy they will get out of these little keychains. And on that same trip, Fox was like, well, I don't know, I want the Among Us keychain, but I also really love the little bowl of ramen noodles, so I got that one too. And then for Desmond, I picked out a little axolotl. So they are all keychained out. Their backpacks are gonna be all blinged. I think these were like $3.50 at Five Below. Five Below is a great place for stocking stuffers because the prices there are perfect for stockings. So I did get those there, and yeah. All right, moving on to the snack and candy portions of the stockings. The first thing I grabbed were some Kinder Eggs. These are Kinder Joys, and my kids, they love a Kinder. What can I say? And when I was in Germany last year, I brought them back tons of Kinder chocolate, and they still love a Kinder Joy the best, even though it's not the real German one where the chocolate's all the way around. They still love a Kinder Joy. They're American after all. So I did pick them up each an egg. Next, I picked them up each a Reese's Pieces candy cane. These are so cute to just hang right on the side of the stocking. They usually get something like this every year. They love a Reese's Pieces. Who doesn't, am I right? Okay, next, I found these at Five Below, and they are so funny. I just had to buy them. They are macaroni and cheese gummies. Gummy candy. They are not cheese flavored, but they had so many fun craft foods made out of gummies. They had like Oscar Mayer wieners. They had like Lunchables. And they're all packaged like the real thing, but they are made of gummies. They are so funny. They had like a pound of bacon that was made out of gummies. They had such cute things at Five Below. I was so into it, but I grabbed each of them some macaroni and cheese gummies, and I think that they're gonna find these very funny and they are gonna be excited. And the last stocking candy treat I got is some candy canes, and they love candy canes. We got them all over the house already. They've been eating them every day, but I found these sweet tart candy canes because I know they love sweet tarts, and it's a little, you know, out of the ordinary, not your regular peppermint candy cane. They're a little bit fun, so those will be like hanging on the sides of all the stockings as well. And I did buy some big bags of candy as well that I will just fill the stockings and probably sprinkle in the Christmas Eve box as well. The first thing I found, I just got some Hershey Kisses, but these are sugar cookie flavor. I thought that was really fun. And they've got like the great little wrapper. These would be good for baking too. If you do like the cookie with the kiss in the middle, I think these would be probably super delicious. But I'm probably just gonna, you know, sprinkle them in the box and put them in the bottom of the stocking and just have those, you know, about for the day. The next thing I found, you guys, Kit Kat gingerbread cookie Kit Kat bars. It's taken everything within me not to open these. I did buy some Reese's peanut butter cup nutcrackers and I ate them already. So I'm gonna have to rebuy those. But these ones, it's taken everything within me not to open them and eat them because they look so good. Gingerbread cookie Kit Kat bars. And they're little mini ones. So these will go great in the stocking and in the Christmas Eve box. And the kids will definitely be very excited about these. Maybe as excited as me, but probably not because I'm pretty excited. And the last little candy item I got are these York peppermint patties, but they are in the shape of snowflakes, which I thought was really cute. And I just found out this Halloween that peppermint patties are my oldest son Fox's favorite candy. And like, that's not a thing that I ever like keep around. It's like not a common candy in my brain. It's like not the thing I choose ever for candy. So when I found this out on Halloween, I was like, oh, like that surprises me. So I made sure to find some York peppermint patties for his stocking and of course Desmond's too. And we'll also throw some of these in the Christmas Eve box. So I feel like we got the candy covered, and of course they'll have sweets all day long, and we have cookies and their advent calendars, and like December is all about the sweets. So don't worry, my kids are definitely having enough candy. All right, and that's all the stuff in the Christmas Eve box and in the stockings. I feel like my kids are gonna be really excited with all the things I got. Again, I did not spend very much money on this stuff, but I do know that I selected things that my kids will really enjoy, which I think is the point. So hopefully they have a great time. Be sure to follow me on Instagram because I do post like stories on Christmas Day if you want to see how these gifts are received. There also will be like a Christmas vlog like the week after Christmas that I like to post. So if you want to see the kids playing with their fart whistles, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you thought of my stockings. What's in your kids' stockings? What are your traditions? Do you do a Christmas Eve box? I would love to hear that. Will you try one maybe now? Because honestly, my kids love it. It's one of our favorite traditions that we do. And with that, I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!